sound speed. Sorry, I did.
Let me start that again. So in the wider world, one of the main reasons projects fail, that software projects fail, is not that people don't know what they're doing. It's not that they don't know how to program. It's that the teams are not communicating effectively.
DBC was asking tech companies and hiring managers what they look for in web developers and entry-level junior web developers. And across the board, they said soft skills.
We don't often think of our psyches or our interpersonal dynamics as being something that we want to coach, but it is something that we all kind of want to be better at. We want to be better communicators, we want to be better team members.
We don't want to just ship people out with certain technical skills. We want to create the full package software developer.
Throughout the DBC experience, you will have usually once a week an engineering empathy session where we will give you the skills you need to work effectively as part of a wider team.
Something that's been demonstrated through study after study, that emotional intelligence, our ability to connect and relate with people, is something that we have some capacity in, that's innate and inherent, and there's a lot that we can learn and improve. So what we want to do here at DBC is teach whatever is teachable in those areas.
A huge component of software success that's sort of ignored in tech a lot is your team, just the quality of your team and the impact that has.
Software development is a lot of it is about feedback. It takes a lot of courage to give people specific and kind feedback, and also takes a lot of courage to be able to hear it yourself.
I always ask the students, who wants feedback? Everyone raises their hand. Who wants to give feedback? No one raises their hand. Like if you're like, yeah, I really super want to give feedback, it's like, reel it in, right?
Teaching and encouraging people to openly communicate with one another. That's a critical part of pair programming. It's a critical part of life.
One thing that's really striking about DBC as an environment for learning is the diversity.
There are better conversations with more people at the table. I think if you have different perspectives and different ideas, there's no way that doesn't enrich you.
It teaches everyone that there are many layers to their own identities. Likewise, there are many layers to the identities of the people around them, and they have to be able to sort of peel back those layers to connect to one another.
Communicating in a way that allows everyone to be seen, allows everyone to be heard, even the quietest of voices. When you have that set of skills and you're practicing that set of skills, you're creating an inclusive environment. You're creating an environment where all voices can be heard.
Something I tell students pretty frequently is that there's no bar for admission into tech. If you download a copy of Ruby, that doesn't take a copy of Ruby from someone else. Like, tech is for everyone. And so communicating that and helping them see that they have a place here and that they have value here and that we want them here can really help them combat that idea that like everyone else here is legitimate and belongs here and they're the one, you know, who shouldn't be here. I think we see a lot of that imposter syndrome.
These inevitable circumstances that come up where there's a sense, internally fed sense that, oh no, I'm doing this wrong, there's something wrong with me, I'm not good enough for this. So we teach some tools around how to actually have that experience, but keep moving forward.
Our focus on engineering empathy and soft skills as a core part of DBC is something that makes our students unique.
Biggest things that I learned, and I think that Dev Bootcamp does a tremendous job of, is just pushing people to learn how to communicate with each other. That is very powerful. It's something I hadn't done up until that point.
Everybody's voice was really necessary and valued at Dev Bootcamp, and I thought that was something that I think means the most to me.
Now that I'm working in a real company, being able to work with other developers has actually been something that's almost just as important as your skills as a programmer.
Biggest issue you'll face as a Dev Bootcamp grad is imposter syndrome. They really provide you with the confidence to know that you can do this. Because the bottom line is, when you get out of Dev Bootcamp, you're ready to be a junior developer. You're ready to to provide value in an organization by writing code and to keep getting better.
It was the best experience of my life.